What is up, guys? This is Alex from Double Move Sports, back with another video. Today I am getting into my top 5 free agent quarterbacks, and I am going to talk about a new landing spot for each and every one of them. I know with some of these guys there is a chance or even a likelihood that they stay with their current team, but for the purpose of this video, we are going to talk about a new potential landing spot for each and every name on this list. I've already broken down the top 5 running backs and wide receivers in this free agent class as well. Check those out on the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. But let's go ahead and jump into this, starting out with an honorable mention. And the honorable mention for the quarterback class is Cam Newton. In 2020, he posted 2,657 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions in 15 games. He did add 592 yards and 12 touchdowns on the ground. And at 31 years old, I think he goes to Washington to reunite with Ron Rivera. And for Cam Newton, this is probably one of his only opportunities to compete for a starting job. And with Washington having limited quarterback options to choose from on their roster and no early draft picks, Cam Newton could get another year as a starter if he goes to the Washington football team. But let's go ahead and get into this top 5. At number 5, I have Jacoby Brissett, and in 2020, he posted only 17 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He did add 3 rushing touchdowns, appeared in 11 games, but at 28 years old, I think Jacoby Brissett makes the return to New England to compete for a starting job. I don't see Brissett as the long-term answer for the Patriots, but he can help with Jarrett Stidham, with a potential rookie quarterback on the roster. He can help mentor and develop those guys while potentially serving as a bridge quarterback as well. That can still be competitive for this Patriots team. So Jacoby Brissett to the New England Patriots here. And now moving forward to number 4, we have Mitch Trubisky. And in 2020, Trubisky posted 2,055 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. That was in 10 games played, and still only 26 years old. I would like to see Mitch Trubisky go to the Pittsburgh Steelers to be the next man up when Big Ben retires, whether that is this offseason or next. I think Mitch Trubisky could potentially learn from him and Mike Tomlin and get a fresh start. With the Steelers already having a strong group of wide receivers and good tight end play as well, and a strong defense, this could give Trubisky a really good opportunity to have a career rejuvenation with the Steelers. Moving forward to number 3, I have Ryan Fitzpatrick. And in 2020, Fitzpatrick posted 2,091 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions in 9 games played. He's 38 years old, but here I have him going to the New Orleans Saints to see if they can put up 1 or 2 more Super Bowl runs while they look for a new long-term quarterback, with the writing on the wall that Drew Brees will go ahead and retire. At the time of this recording, he hasn't officially retired yet, but there are plenty of signs pointing that way. So in this scenario, Ryan Fitzpatrick to the Saints would be an absolute blast to watch. They can try to bring in a young quarterback to develop under Fitzpatrick. They still have Taysom Hill there as well. And in this scenario, we are going to assume that Jameis Winston does leave New Orleans. Although the likelihood is that he stays, it sounds like Sean Payton wants him back. If we're predicting new teams for all these free agents, Fitzpatrick ends up in New Orleans. Now for number 2, it is Jameis Winston himself. And it's going to be a little bit of a quarterback carousel here for these free agents, because I have Jameis Winston going to the Dallas Cowboys. In 2020, Jameis posted 75 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in just 4 appearances. And at 27 years old, he could get another opportunity here to be the guy with tons of talent and weapons around him. In this scenario, obviously, we are assuming Dak Prescott departs in free agency, whether that is likely or not. So Jameis here with Dallas would be incredibly fun for the high volume offense that they have. And if he can cut back on some of the mistakes, he could keep this Cowboys team competitive in the NFC East. And last but not least, at number 1, it is Dak Prescott. And in this scenario, I have Dak Prescott going to the Indianapolis Colts. Yes, I do believe that Dak Prescott likely stays in Dallas this offseason. Before this video, we are shuffling these guys around with new landing spots, and the Colts would be an absolute dream, I think, for both Dak Prescott and for Colts fans. In 2020, Dak had 1,856 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. That was in 5 games before he did suffer that season-ending injury. And at 27 years old, he could possibly be one of the best free agent quarterbacks in his prime of all time. And this Colts team would be a perfect fit for Dak. They are set up to win now. They have a great defense, a great O-line, a great run game, and they have the salary cap resources to not only give Dak a big contract, but they also could get him additional wide receiver help as well. And this move would make the Indianapolis Colts immediate Super Bowl contenders. So really quickly, let's recap my top 5 free agent quarterbacks with landing spots. At number 1 is Dak Prescott to the Indianapolis Colts. At number 2 is Jameis Winston taking Dak's place in Dallas. At number 3 is Ryan Fitzpatrick to the Saints to replace Drew Brees and Jameis Winston on that Saints roster. At number 4 is Mitch Trubisky to the Pittsburgh Steelers. At number 5 is Jacoby Brissett returning to the New England Patriots. And as my honorable mention here, I have Cam Newton reuniting with Ron Rivera, but this time he is in Washington. So guys, let me know what you think of not only these rankings, but also these landing spots in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. But again, this is Alex from Double Move Sports, and we'll see you next time.